Afternoon, VC. All right, I had posted a video earlier, but I had an issue with it, so I've redone this thing here. So I apologize if you're seeing this again. But today I've been spinning some Punk 7 inches that I've picked up over the last, I'd say, month or so. And these are really fun and pretty cool, so I thought I'd share them with you. Be a real quick, short video here. The first, Chunklet Industries and Henry Owings out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the Athens area has just put this out for this is the first time it's been reissued. DDT, Brave New World. And originals of this go for 4 figures. And this is 1983. It's classified as hardcore. I don't know if I would technically say this is hardcore listening to it, but I tell you what, the song that opens the B-side, I'm Walking Down the Psychopath, it is a great song. If anybody was paying attention in 1983, it would have been a hit song. But you got Jim Young on vocals and guitars, Rob Buczynski on vocals and guitars, you got Greg Salmus on drums, and Rick Barr on bass and vocals. There's your guys there. A couple of them look like frat guys, although I don't think they were. This comes on clear vinyl, and you can get this on the Chunklet Industries Bandcamp. There's DDT. I've got a little bit of black that's kind of splattered into there. From the press. Now there's some really cool things that came with this 7-inch. Thanks to Henry at Chunklet. He is one of the main guys in the country that is a curator of old show flyers for gigs. He's done these books. I'll show this one here. The +1 books. He did one for Atlanta and one for Athens. These are show flyers from a legendary scene from 1967 to 2002. So a book compiling scans of original flyers that have, hung on telephone poles and whatnot to promote gigs in Athens, Georgia. This is really cool book. All kinds of flyers in here. There's some really big bands. For example, you have this was a big band down there, Pylon at 40 watt. Let me see if I can find one of the cool punk. Oh, here's a good one from the Replacements. And you've got there's a really cool one here. Let me see if I can find it. Find a punk one here since we're talking about punk. Let me see where it is here in this book. Just be a second. Find that one. There it is, coming up here. Here's a good Butthole Surfers one. And I've shown this book before. And this is also at 40 watt, where I filmed a lot of shows, like Cinemechanica and whatnot. So a great book. The Atlanta book actually has a flyer of the first band that Scott at Lunchbox was in when he lived in Atlanta before moving to Charlotte. But yeah, there's some, with the whole flyer thing, he compiled the flyers that they had of DDT into one of the inserts with the 7-inch, which is a nice bonus. And these guys, I mean, they played with everybody down there. MDC, Millions of Dead Cops, they played with DRI. It's got right up in the words on the inside. But, they played with Dead Kennedys. There's a flyer with them. And on the back of the record, it does thank Black Flag, so I'm assuming, for their support. So I'm sure they played with Black Flag at some point. And then when these were ready to go out, they actually had obtained a bunch of photographs of the band and made postcards with them and added that in with the pre-order, which was absolutely killer. Really nice photos. This was from a gig with the Vandals in 1984, and I guess one of the guys in the band couldn't make it to the show, Rob, But yeah, so there's that. Also, with that 7-inch, and the first side's really good. I'm not big on the last song, the end, but that track, I'm Walking Down the Psychopath, is fucking worth the price of admission. And like I said, that's a 4-figure original. They did put out a full length that I do not have. That's all I have from this band. And I've got a few Punk 7-inches that I picked up at Repo. They put out a bunch of bootlegs. Got the Unheard Black Flag 1983 demos, and this is fucking killer. And you got young Henry Rollins here on this. This has got some really good songs. So there you go. There's the kind of the way they did this insert. They did it with a poster. Great artwork. And yeah, there's Henry Rollins right there. You got What Can You Believe, Modern Man, Slip It In on here. Really great versions, demo versions of these, and it just comes on this you know, regular black with the Black Flag logo. These were fun to pick up. Not something I run into all the time, so grabbed that one from Black Flag. There were a couple of the Cramps that I grabbed. I love the Cramps. This one is In Dance of the Cannibals of Sex. It's got Hurricane Fighter playing on the A side, and I'm Cramped on the B side. These are two cuts live in Kansas, Max's Kansas City in New York from 1977. And this is on the Famous Lux label. Really cool labels. So that one was a great one to find. Really dig the Cramps in that 7-inch. And then this other one here I picked up. This one just has a plain label, but it's Sometimes Good Guys Don't Wear White on the A, with 5 years ahead of my time on the B. With some really cool artwork. It's the same on both sides. And then at Lunchbox recently, I did pick up a 7-inch from probably one of my favorite punk bands, probably the best band to ever come out of Vancouver, north of the border. That's a DOA, and this is Triumph of the Ignoroids. There's some great fucking song titles. Let's Fuck, Nazi Training Camp, Want Some Bondage, and Rich Bitch. This drummer's fucking badass. And some really cool custom labels on that. So that was, and it's a reissue of this. I don't think it's not actually a bootleg. I think it's a proper reissue. So yeah, there's a bunch of different versions of this. And then last but not least, I picked this up not really knowing anything about it, other than the fact that Sorry State out of Raleigh put it out. But Luke at Premium Sound carries their stuff, you know, one small shop helping out another. And so I knew it was going to be Finnish punk, so I grabbed it, and it's hard to pronounce the name, but let's see, Veltatio, something like that, and then it's Kurastuslecki is the 7-inch, and there's 4 cuts. This is some of the best sounding freaking guitar I've ever heard on a punk 7-inch. Vocals in Finnish. Maybe Tommy knows more about this band. All there ever was, I think, was a cassette that I saw from, I think, 2021. But yeah, some custom labels that they did. This was originally put out, I guess in 2023 by Sorry State. So I don't know if this is from that original release or it's a different release or what. I don't know. Or if they're signed to Sorry State. I don't know the deal with this band, but this is highly recommended. If you can get this, I would check with Sorry State on their website. Killer. But yeah, just wanted to show a few of those that I've been jamming today. Hope you're all well. Peace.